I didn't take you as an ambulance chaser.
It's my side job. Okay, are you
I
filming?
hope they don't have a new Model S driver that couldn't correct in time. Thank you for your interest and purchase of the Aftershock Garage Sports Yoke Completer. I recommend watching our demo here if you haven't already. Overall, installation is simple, quick, and uses no specialized tools. No modification to your Tesla Model S or X will be required, nor will any software be needed or affected. That being said, doing any work on a high-end car is not for everyone. If you watch this guide and decide against self-installation, I recommend inquiring with local auto shops that specialize in audio, detailing, upholstery, or automotive performance and customization. This job can be described to them as 1 hour, the book minimum for most shops, but can really be accomplished in far less time. Let's get started. First, let's have a look at the kit. Yours should look a little nicer than my pre-production kit. Yours should have one top tube in wood grain, acrylic, or carbon fiber, 2 machined aluminum floating arms, 1 machined aluminum backplate, 1 spacer, 1 large high-grade hex bolt, and small hardware. All there? Good. Let's go over the tools you will need. 1 ratchet, ideally long, with a flex head or extension. 1 10mm hex bit socket. 2 thin punch tools. Thin Allen keys work just as well. An 8mm socket. A Torx T25 screwdriver. As you can see, not particularly unusual tools. You may already have them, or most of them, in your home shop. If you are missing something, see the description for a link to tools I chose on Amazon, or add the toolkit at checkout from our shop, and we will include everything you need for the installation. If you're a pro, extras are mild thread lock and a torque wrench. These are optional, but it never hurts to be thorough. Find the 2 small holes on either side of the steering yoke base. This is where you would stick your punches or similar tools to release the airbag module. Here's some X-ray vision of the angle and what is going on, because it can be annoying hunting around for the airbag release springs without being able to see them. This goes down kind of like those vaults in old action movies where 2 sentries have to turn the key at the same time. You can do them separately, but one side might get hung up. Pop it back into place and try again if you need to. Airbag module is popped out. We can unplug the airbag and the yoke electronics. You can do this with your car powered on, it's safe, but I like to turn it off because you will get a beep 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 and your car will be all mad at you if you unplug this while it's on. But if that happens, don't worry, it'll get over it as soon as you reinstall the new steering wheel. The release clips for these 2 are on top and bottom. You can gently wiggle them without any damage, but be patient. You don't want to damage your clock spring. Your yoke is almost ready to come off. Use your ratchet with a 10mm hex bit to remove the large center bolt. It's tight and has some thread lock, so use a long ratchet or breaker bar if you need to. I'm using a flex head long ratchet without an extension needed, but you may need to use an extension. There it goes. Gently wiggle the yoke towards you. It should come off easily. Don't play with the clock spring. It is not meant to be turned without a steering device attached. We've gone to a work area with a gentle surface to avoid blemishing our yoke or the completer. First, we will assemble the completer. I'm going to use a 3mm hex key to bolt the 2 arms to the top tube. I'm using a ratchet. A regular 3mm hex key will work just fine. Here are our 2 bolts. either side. One will go in here. And the other in here. Here's where the bolts go in on either side. I'm going to snug those down. What am I, Canadian? Here's where the bolts go in on either side. I'm going to snug those down now. Now that I've tightened both arms, I'm going to attach the top tube assembly to the back plate. All right, we're going to go back to our yoke and remove 3 screws. We're going to be replacing them with our longer ones. This uses a T25 bit. I'm using a screwdriver because it's something that is less expensive and that you might already have. It works just as well, just takes a little bit longer than power tools. If you do have power tools, this can all be accomplished in a matter of seconds. All right, now that we've installed our 3 replacement screws, you can see they stick out. That's what will allow us to install the completer assembly. It fits over like so. 3 nylon locking nuts will be threaded on. Once I thread those on, I will hold my driver on one side and my 8mm on this side and tighten them nice and snug. We replaced your center bolt and 3 screws. Store them somewhere safe. This is one of the main benefits of your completer. You can return to stock due to change of preference between track days if you get another new Tesla and want to swap it over, or for sale or trade-in. The same kit can be used on both the 2022 Model S and Model X and with any trim level. We're ready to install our complete assembly back in the car. We've included 1 spacer and 1 replacement beautiful golden large bolt. First, we place our spacer on the steering column, flat side down. It's time to install the complete steering wheel. Now this will only go on one way, which helps us out because we wouldn't want a steering wheel that is not centered. There's a key on the column. You can see a line on top and on bottom, and what it interfaces with on the inside of your steering wheel. See if you can line it up as best as you can. It can take a little bit of motion to get it right, but once you do, it pops right on. Next, we'll take our golden bolt and thread it in. Take care not to cross thread this bolt. I'm going to tighten down our replacement bolt to very tight, or if you're pro with a torque wrench, 42 foot-pounds. That's good enough. Now we will plug back in our 2 harnesses. On the left, we have our steering wheel electronics, and on the right, we have our airbag module. You should hear a satisfying click when they go into place. I'm going to line up my airbag module and give it a good smack. All right, at this point, we're ready to go out and admire your work and go for a test drive. This kit is meant to fit perfectly out of the box. However, small micro adjustments can be made. You might as well wait till this stage because you can access all of the bolts on the completer while it's on the car and make any adjustments to get these gaps here just right, or mess with anything at all. Let's give the horn a test. Oh wait, the horn is still that stupid little taptic feedback button. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. It would be interfering with this important safety feature, the airbag. Well, congratulations, you did it. Let's hit the road. Cool, that's it.